So I thought I'd do this little video on changing the back badges on our 75. It's a job that I did on our silver one, so I just thought I'd cover it on this. And as you can see, the main Rover badge is pretty faded, almost to a point where you can't see what it originally showed. And again, the British flag below the 75, that's very sort of sun faded and damaged as well. These are the two new badges we've got. They're both badges you can get on eBay. This is, I think, actually advertised as an original badge, and this is like an aftermarket one, but both look exactly the same as the others. I've got some masking tape to mark the badges off, you know, the British flag, exactly where it sits. And to get this badge out, it's almost recessed in, and from what I can remember, what I used last time was a mixture of a trim tool, an old sort of bank card, or that's a lottery health card, and a Stanley blade, but you've got to be careful when you use that not to scratch the chrome. So I'll probably masking tape around the chrome edge where I'm going to start doing that. So that's the first thing we're going to do, is get this badge removed. Oh, so what I've done is I've put a piece of masking tape along this top of chrome so I don't damage it when we're getting this badge out. And what I've done with the British flag is masked around 3 of the edges, so that when we remove that, I can then put the new badge back in exactly the same place, up against these 3 sides of masking tape. It also protects you if you do or might be likely to damage the paint, but I don't think that's likely, because what I normally use is floss, the sort of floss you use to clean your teeth with. That normally removes it well and doesn't damage the paint. So the masking tape's mainly there, I find, so that you get the badge back in exactly the right place. It is how I remembered it, is a case of edging in a Stanley blade down the back with that mask, gently hooking it away, and then having a trim tool to hand to then ease in, remove your Stanley blade, and then slowly ease that in, and removing the badge. And that's the badge away. And if we put that up against the new badge, you can see just how worn that old one is. And again, a fairly simple thing to do, and a fairly cheap to buy a new badge, but makes that a whole big difference. And to get that residue off, all I've been doing is using the end of this card to sort of scrape any of the big bits of glue left over, and then a piece of panel wipe on a cloth, and then just working it away, and I'll get all that glue removed. So that's the panel wipe we are using, if that's of use to you. And we just put it in a little spray pot lid, and the masking tape is just a low tack blue masking tape. Right, so that's all the glue and residue removed with that panel wipe. Now all we need to do is just take the sticky back off of this badge and stick it in place. Right, so that's the new badge on. It's nicely built and made of metal, just like the original one. I'll remove that tape, and that's that new badge on. Now it's going to be a case of removing the old British flag Union Jack off the back and putting our new one on. I've marked it all up so that the badge should go back in the right place, and all I do is use a piece of floss that you clean your teeth with, and use it like a cheese wire, and simply just pull it behind the back there, and that should get it off. Then, like the other badge, you have to remove what's left of the sticky back pad that they use. And that is it off. As you can see, there's the sticky pad that's left behind, and when you're using the floss it will break a couple of times. It broke a few times, but it is the most easiest and simple way of removing one of those badges. Now again, it's a case of cleaning it up, ready for the new badge to go back on. Right, so that's all the sticky label removed and cleaned. There's a slight little outline there, but we're going to leave that because it's better to leave that than to go really hard and damage the paint, and we will polish around it anyway. All we've got to do now is just remove the sticky back label and stick it on. So that is our Union flag all stuck back on, and that mastic tape certainly does help to get it aligned back in the right place. I'm just going to remove that, and that is the job done. So what could be better than to see the new Rover badge and our British flag, our Union flag, all brand new on the back of a Rover 75. So that's the back badge is replaced by a Rover 75 1.8 Connoisseur 2001 maroon car. Hopefully you've enjoyed that video and found it of some use. As always, thank you very much for watching.